Did you know that the average human being has over 50% of water in our bodies? An average human being can last up to a month without food, but only a week tops without water. As you see, water is very important to us. I know what you're probably wondering now. What is this refrigerator doing next to me? Today, I'll be talking about this refrigerator, but more importantly, I will be talking about the three items in this refrigerator that represent my past, my present, and my future. So, what is a refrigerator? A refrigerator is a unit that can control the temperature to your desired setting. As in life, I, as a human being, can control my life the way I want. So, this refrigerator represents me having control over my life, since the components inside are my past, present, and my future. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got in here. So the three items, since water is important, I chose three different types of liquids. The first is a bottle of beer to represent my past. The next is a bottle of water, which will represent my present. And lastly, a bottle of wine, which will represent my future. So let's talk about the first item here. The first item is a bottle of beer. So, a bottle of beer. When I was young, I've always wanted to drink beer. It was just something that my mom told me that I couldn't do, so I wanted to do it. To me, a bottle of beer represents freedom, excitement, and adventure. And because of beer, when I was young, that's how I lived my life. I lived with excitement, adventure, and freedom, and did things without thinking. I had no responsibilities, no obligations. I just lived life as I wished. As you can see, this beer is pretty cold because it was controlled by my refrigerator here. A cold beer could taste so good and refreshing. In fact, I want to open it now and drink it, but I'll save that till after. Um, but have you ever had warm beer? Warm beer is bitter, stale. It doesn't taste as good as it was cold. I think beer was meant to drink cold, but some people may argue otherwise. But in this case, that's why I have this refrigerator to control the temperature of my beer, so when that I drink it, it'll taste refreshing every time. So even in my past, my life was actually good, even though I had no responsibilities or obligations or anything of that nature. I still had fun, and I did learn a lot from my life. So that led me to my second drink. My second drink is a bottle of water, which represents my present. Water to me, it's clear, no flavor, tasteless, but yet it's what the body needs. It's the necessities of life. And as of right now, in my present, I believe that I do have the necessities of life. And to me, that will be family is the number one. I have a family, beautiful family. I have a home to call my own. I just bought a house recently. And I have financial security by having a job. I work in the military. So this is where the bottle of water came in. And of course, when I was still a bottle of beer, I was influenced to join the military because promises of more beer. But eventually, I came to the bottle of water is what I need. So that is my present at this time. Financial security and have a whole life right now with happiness and family. At sometimes it may be boring, of course, but that's why I always take a look back at my beer and I know that I'm right here with the water, so I'm good to go. But my future, that's what's the most important thing right now. My future is represented by a bottle of wine. A bottle of wine, as anyone would say, tastes great as it ages. But the unique thing about a bottle of wine is it tastes great whether it's cold or if it's warm. So eventually in my future, I would not even need this refrigerator to have a happy life. A bottle of wine represents to me, I see wealth, I see security, and hopefully in my future, I will have what I need as I do with a bottle of wine. So as you can see, I have 3 items that represent my past, my present, and my future, as displayed right here. And I also have the unit that can control my life. So in a sense, my life is controlled to my desired temperature, how I want to run it. And I'm not drinking this beer warm, or this bottle warm, or this wine warm. But since I like everything cold, I can drink it cold.